Heavenly Father, as this day gently comes to a close, I come before you with a quiet and grateful heart. The noise of the day is fading, and I feel the stillness settling around me like a soft blanket. I thank you for carrying me through every moment, both seen and unseen. Even in the ordinary hours, your presence never left me. Tonight, I pause not to rush, but to remember. I want gratitude to rise from my heart, like a gentle song before I rest. Let thankfulness be the final word of this day. Before I continue, I quietly invite anyone praying with me to type "Thank you, Lord" in the comments and write their own night prayer of gratitude below. This is a moment to acknowledge your goodness, even if the day felt imperfect. Gratitude does not ignore the pain, but it recognizes your faithfulness through it. As we write our thanks, our hearts soften and our spirits slow down. This small act becomes an offering before sleep. I believe you receive every word written with sincerity. Let gratitude draw us closer to you tonight. Lord, I thank you for the breath in my lungs as I lie here preparing for rest. I thank you for the strength you gave me to face what today required. Some moments were joyful, others were heavy, yet you were present in all of them. Even when I didn't notice you, you were guiding me quietly. I am grateful for protection I didn't see and delays that saved me. I am thankful for lessons that stretched me and grace that covered me. Tonight I choose to notice your goodness. I thank you for the simple gifts that often go unnoticed in the rush of life. Thank you for food, shelter, and the ability to lay down in peace. Thank you for the people who crossed my path today, whether briefly or deeply. Even difficult interactions have shaped my heart and taught me something new. I am grateful for moments of laughter, silence, and reflection. Each one was a gift wrapped in time. I do not take this day for granted. Father, I thank you for the strength to keep going when I felt tired. There were moments today when my heart felt stretched, yet you sustained me. I thank you for emotional strength, not just physical endurance. You held me steady when my thoughts tried to wander into worry. I recognize now that you were my anchor. Even when I felt uncertain, you did not waver. Gratitude fills me as I realize I was never alone. I thank you, Lord, for the grace that covered my imperfections today. I did not say everything perfectly, nor did I respond with patience every time. Yet you did not withdraw your love from me. Instead, you met me with mercy and understanding. I am grateful that I do not have to earn your presence. You remain faithful even when I fall short. This truth brings peace to my heart as I prepare to sleep. Thank you for moments of rest throughout the day, however small they were. Thank you for pauses that allowed me to breathe and reflect. Even a quiet moment carried your presence. I recognize that rest is a gift, not something I must strive for. Tonight, I honor that gift by slowing down completely. Gratitude teaches my soul how to rest. I receive this night as your provision. Lord, I thank you for the challenges that reminded me of my need for you. Though they were uncomfortable, they drew me closer to your heart. They revealed areas where I need your guidance and strength. I am grateful that you do not leave me to navigate life alone. Even struggle becomes meaningful when you walk beside me. Tonight I choose gratitude over frustration. I trust that you are working through all things. I thank you for the quiet moments that allowed my heart to settle. In stillness, I sensed your nearness more clearly. You spoke peace without words. I am grateful that you meet me not only in activity, but in silence. Nightfall reminds me that I do not have to be productive to be loved. I am enough simply because I am yours. Gratitude fills the quiet space within me. Thank you, Father, for guarding my mind throughout the day. When anxious thoughts tried to take root, you gently redirected me. I am grateful for clarity that replaced confusion. You helped me focus on what truly mattered. Even now, as my thoughts slow, I feel your calming presence. Gratitude steadies my mind as I prepare for sleep. I rest knowing you are still watching over me. I thank you for the unseen work you are doing in my life. Even when I don't understand the process, I trust your purpose. Gratitude allows me to release control and embrace trust. I do not need to see the whole picture to be thankful. You are faithful in every detail. Tonight, I thank you in advance for what you are preparing. My heart rests in hopeful gratitude. Lord, I thank you for forgiveness that renews my spirit. I am grateful that I can come to you honestly, without fear. You cleanse my heart and restore my peace. This freedom allows me to sleep without guilt or regret. I release the weight of today into your hands. Gratitude makes room for healing. I feel lighter as I rest in your mercy. Thank you for the gift of tomorrow, even though it has not yet arrived. I am grateful that my future rests safely in your care. I do not need to worry about what lies ahead tonight. Gratitude anchors me in the present moment. You have already gone before me. I trust you with what comes next. This assurance calms my heart. I thank you for the quiet assurance that I am loved. Not because of what I achieved today, but because of who you are. Your love remains constant through every season. Gratitude reminds me of my worth in your eyes. I am not defined by today's outcomes. I am held by your grace. This truth allows me to rest deeply. Father, I thank you for the peace that begins to settle over me now. My breathing slows as gratitude fills my chest. I feel the tension leaving my body little by little. You invite me to rest without fear. I trust you to watch over me through the night. Gratitude becomes my comfort. I surrender myself into your care. I thank you for the lessons learned today, even the quiet ones. Growth does not always announce itself loudly. Sometimes it happens gently, within the heart. I am grateful that you are shaping me patiently. You do not rush my journey. Tonight, I release the need to measure my progress. Gratitude allows me to trust the process. Lord, I thank you for your constant presence, even now as I prepare to sleep. You do not grow tired or distant. While my body rests, you remain alert. I am grateful that I can sleep peacefully knowing you never sleep. This truth brings deep reassurance. I rest beneath your watchful care. Gratitude fills my final waking thoughts. I thank you for the gift of this night, a sacred pause between days. It is a time to restore, reflect, and renew. Gratitude transforms this night into worship. I lay down not just my body, but my heart. I trust you to meet me and rest. Thank you for being my refuge. I close this part of my prayer with a grateful heart. Lord, as the night deepens, I continue to thank you for the calm that slowly surrounds me. I feel my body responding to the stillness you provide. The day no longer demands anything from me. I am grateful that I can simply be in your presence without striving. Tonight reminds me that rest itself is a blessing. I receive this moment as a gift from you. Gratitude settles gently within my soul. I thank you for how you carried me emotionally today, even when I felt stretched thin. There were moments when my heart felt heavy, yet you did not let me fall. You steadied me in ways I did not immediately recognize. Looking back now, I see your fingerprints on every hour. I am grateful for resilience that came from you alone. You gave me what I needed at the right time. My heart rests in thankful reflection. Father, I thank you for the wisdom you quietly offered throughout the day. Sometimes it came as restraint, other times as clarity. Even when I wanted to react quickly, you invited me to pause. That pause protected my peace. I am grateful for discernment that guided my words and choices. You spared me from unnecessary conflict. Gratitude fills me as I recognize your guidance. I thank you for the grace to accept what I could not change today. Some things did not go as planned, yet you remained good. You taught me to loosen my grip and trust you more deeply. I am grateful that my peace does not depend on perfect outcomes. Tonight, I release expectations that no longer serve me. Gratitude helps me accept life as it is. I trust you with what remains unresolved. Lord, I thank you for moments of connection that warmed my heart. A kind word, a gentle smile, or even a shared silence carry meaning. You used small interactions to remind me that I am not alone. I am grateful for every reminder of love, even subtle ones. You speak through people in ways I often overlook. Tonight I pause to acknowledge those moments. Gratitude magnifies their beauty. I thank you for the strength to endure moments that tested my patience. You gave me endurance when I felt worn down. Even when I wanted to withdraw, you sustained me. I recognize that this strength was not my own. It came from your steady presence within me. Gratitude allows me to honor that truth. I rest, knowing you are my source. Father, I thank you for protecting my heart from despair. When discouragement tried to settle in, you lifted my gaze. You reminded me that this day is only a part of a greater story. I am grateful that you guard my perspective. You keep me from being consumed by temporary struggles. Tonight, gratitude restores my hope. I trust you with the unfolding of my life. I thank you for the moments of stillness that invited reflection. In quiet spaces, I sensed your nearness more clearly. You did not overwhelm me with answers, but you gave me peace. I am grateful that peace does not require explanations. It only requires trust. Tonight I choose trust over analysis. Gratitude quiets my thoughts. Lord, I thank you for the way you met me in my limitations today. You did not demand perfection from me. Instead, you offered patience and compassion. I am grateful that you understand my humanity fully. You know my weaknesses and love me still. This acceptance brings rest to my soul. Gratitude allows me to stop striving. I thank you for protecting me from harm, both seen and unseen. There are dangers I will never know about because you intervened. I am grateful for safety that surrounded me quietly. Your care extended beyond my awareness. Tonight, I acknowledge your constant protection. You are my refuge. Gratitude strengthens my trust in you. Father, I thank you for every breath I take. As I prepare for sleep, breathing slows, and my body begins to relax. I am grateful for the simple rhythm of life you sustain. Even now, you are at work within me. I do not have to control this moment. Gratitude helps me surrender completely. I rest in your provision. I thank you for the peace that grows as I focus on you. The world feels quieter when my heart turns toward gratitude. My worries lose their intensity. You replace tension with reassurance. I am grateful that peace is a gift you freely give. Tonight I receive it without resistance. My soul feels lighter. Lord, I thank you for patience with myself. You remind me that growth takes time. I am grateful that I do not have to rush my healing or progress. You work gently and steadily. Tonight, I release comparison and self-judgment. Gratitude allows me to honor where I am. I trust your timing. I thank you for your faithfulness that never wavers. Even when my emotions fluctuate, you remain steady. I am grateful for a love that does not change with circumstances. Your consistency anchors me. Tonight, I rest in the security of who you are. Gratitude deepens my sense of safety. I feel held. Father, I thank you for how you speak peace into my life without noise. Your presence does not compete for attention. It simply surrounds me. I am grateful for a God who meets me gently. You calm my heart without force. Tonight I lean into that gentleness. Gratitude softens every edge. I thank you for hope that quietly lives within me. Even when the future feels uncertain, hope remains. You planted it there through your promises. I am grateful that hope does not depend on clarity. It depends on you. Tonight, gratitude nurtures that hope. I trust you with tomorrow. Lord, I thank you for the gift of rest that awaits me now. Sleep becomes sacred when my heart is filled with gratitude. I do not fear the night because you are with me. I am grateful that I can release consciousness into your care. You will watch over me as I sleep. Gratitude becomes my lullaby. I rest in peace. Lord, as the night grows quieter, I thank you for the stillness that wraps around me like comfort. The world feels distant now, and my heart turns inward toward you. I am grateful for this pause between what was and what will be. You allow me to rest without pressure or expectation. Tonight I give myself permission to slow completely. Gratitude helps me honor this sacred pause. I breathe deeply and rest in you. I thank you for how you gently carried my emotions today, even the ones I struggled to name. Some feelings surfaced quietly, others unexpectedly, yet you held them all. You did not rush me through them or dismiss their weight. I am grateful that you allow me to feel without fear. You meet me in honesty, not perfection. Tonight, gratitude gives me emotional rest. I feel safe being fully known by you. Father, I thank you for moments when you redirected my thoughts away from worry. Even when anxiety tried to take hold, you offered peace it sent. You reminded me to trust rather than rehearse fear. I am grateful for the calm you placed within me. You protected my mind from spiraling into what-ifs. Gratitude allows me to release those thoughts now. I choose rest over worry. I thank you for the unseen healing you are doing within me. Some wounds are old, others still tender, yet you tend to them patient. I may not feel the change immediately, but I trust your work. You restore gently and thoroughly. I am grateful that healing does not have to be rushed. Tonight, I rest in your careful hands. Gratitude anchors my hope. Lord, I thank you for every moment today when you showed me grace. Grace met me in my weakness and steadied me when I faltered. You did not withdraw your presence when I struggled. Instead, you remained close. I am grateful that your love does not fluctuate. Tonight I release shame and receive mercy. Gratitude softens my heart toward myself. I thank you for the way you protected my peace today. There were distractions and demands, yet you shielded my spirit. You reminded me what truly mattered. I am grateful for boundaries that preserved my energy. You helped me step back when needed. Tonight, gratitude helps me honor that protection. I rest without regret. Father, I thank you for the gift of reflection that night brings. In quiet moments, clarity rises gently. You allow me to see the day more compassionately. I am grateful that I do not have to judge myself harshly. You teach me to observe with grace. Tonight, gratitude reframes my perspective. I rest with understanding. I thank you for the comfort of knowing you are near. Even in silence, your presence feels steady and reassuring. I do not need words to know you are here. You remain with me through every breath. I am grateful that I am never abandoned. Tonight, gratitude deepens my awareness of you. I rest in closeness. Lord, I thank you for the patience you show me daily. You are never hurried with my growth. You allow me to learn slowly and securely. I am grateful that you walk at my pace. You wait without frustration. Tonight, gratitude releases pressure from my heart. I rest, knowing I am held. I thank you for the protection you promise through the night. As darkness settles, fear has no authority here. You stand watch while I sleep. I am grateful that I do not need to remain alert. You guard my home, my body, and my spirit. Tonight, gratitude replaces vigilance with trust. I rest under your care. Father, I thank you for the steady rhythm of your faithfulness. Day after day, you remain the same. I find comfort in your consistency. You do not change with my moods or circumstances. I am grateful for this unshakable foundation. Tonight, gratitude steadies my heart. I rest without uncertainty. I thank you for the release of expectations tonight. I do not have to carry tomorrow's weight into this moment. You invite me to rest fully now. I am grateful that tomorrow belongs to you. Tonight I lay down planning and anticipation. Gratitude allows me to be present. I rest in trust. Lord, I thank you for restoring my inner quiet. The noise of the day fades as gratitude rises. My thoughts slow and my breathing deepens. You gently settle my spirit. I am grateful that peace grows naturally in your presence. Tonight, I welcome that peace. I rest calmly. I thank you for reminding me that rest is an act of trust. By sleeping, I acknowledge that I am not in control. You continue working while I pause. I am grateful for a God who never stops caring. Tonight, gratitude helps me surrender fully. I rest without resistance. Father, I thank you for the hope that lingers quietly in my heart. Even when answers are delayed, hope remains. You sustain it through your promises. I am grateful that hope does not depend on circumstances. Tonight, gratitude nurtures that hope gently. I rest with assurance. I thank you for the calm that spreads through my body now. Muscles relax, thoughts soften, and my heart slows. You designed my body to rest this way. I am grateful for this natural surrender. Tonight, gratitude supports deep rest. I feel safe letting go. Lord, I thank you for being present in this final moment of wakefulness. You meet me at the threshold of sleep. I am grateful that I do not cross it alone. You remain with me beyond consciousness. Tonight, gratitude becomes my final thought. I rest in peace. I thank you for this sacred night, set apart for restoration. Gratitude fills the space where effort once lived. I lay down completely, trusting you with everything. You are faithful through every hour of darkness. Tonight, my heart remains thankful. I rest beneath your loving care. My soul is at ease. Lord, as the hours of the night continue, I thank you for how gently you are quieting my spirit. The world outside has slowed, and my heart follows that rhythm. I am grateful that nothing is required of me right now. You invite me to simply exist in your presence. There is no striving here, only resting. Gratitude helps me embrace this stillness without guilt. I settle more deeply into peace. I thank you for the reassurance that I am safe as I rest. My body may be vulnerable in sleep, but my soul is secure in you. You surround me with protection that does not waver. I am grateful that fear has no place here. Your presence stands guard through every hour of darkness. Tonight, gratitude replaces every anxious thought. I rest without tension. Father, I thank you for the kindness you show me, even when I am unaware. You care for me in ways I will never fully comprehend. I am grateful for a love that works quietly in the background. You attend to details I overlook. Nothing about my life escapes your attention. Tonight, gratitude deepens my sense of trust. I rest, knowing I am fully cared for. I thank you for how you meet me where I am, not where I think I should be. You do not compare me to anyone else. You see my journey as unique and valuable. I am grateful that I am not behind in your eyes. Tonight, gratitude releases comparison and pressure. I allow myself to simply be. I rest without self-judgment. Lord, I thank you for the emotional safety I feel in your presence. I do not need to hide any part of myself from you. You welcome my honesty without condemnation. I am grateful that I can rest fully known and fully loved. This kind of acceptance brings deep peace. Tonight, gratitude opens my heart. I rest without fear of exposure. I thank you for the way you restore me quietly while I sleep. Even now, my body and mind are beginning to recover. You designed rest as a form of healing. I am grateful that restoration does not require effort from me. I simply receive what you provide. Tonight, gratitude allows me to trust this process. I rest with confidence. Father, I thank you for the release of emotional weight. As the night deepens, thoughts that once felt heavy begin to lose their grip. You gently loosen what I have been holding too tightly. I am grateful that I do not have to carry everything into tomorrow. Tonight, gratitude helps me lay it down. I rest feeling lighter. My soul breathes freely. I thank you for the silence that now fills the room. In this silence, I feel closer to you. Words are no longer necessary. Your presence speaks louder than sound. I am grateful for a God who meets me beyond language. Tonight, gratitude deepens my awareness of you. I rest in sacred quiet. Lord, I thank you for the steady peace that continues to grow within me. It settles layer by layer, calming every part of me. You are patient as you restore my inner balance. I am grateful that peace is not rushed. It arrives gently, exactly when I need it. Tonight, gratitude welcomes that peace fully. I rest in harmony. I thank you for the assurance that tomorrow does not depend on my effort alone. You are already present in what lies ahead. I am grateful that I can rest without planning or preparing. Tonight is not the time for answers. It is the time for trust. Gratitude allows me to release the future. I rest, knowing you are faithful. Father, I thank you for the way you soften my heart. Through gratitude, tension melts as thankfulness rises. I feel more open, more gentle, more at ease. You reshape my inner world quietly. I am grateful for transformation that happens in rest. Tonight, gratitude does its work within me. I rest renewed. I thank you for the reminder that I am held even when I sleep. My consciousness fades, but your care does not. You remain attentive through every moment. I am grateful for a God who never grows tired. Tonight, gratitude gives me permission to let go completely. I rest securely in you. Lord, I thank you for the comfort of routine and rhythm. Night follows day just as you designed. I am grateful for this dependable cycle that brings rest. You created time with wisdom and care. Tonight, gratitude honors your design. I rest within the order you established. I thank you for the gentle slowing of my thoughts. Mental noise fades as gratitude fills the space. You calm my mind without force. I am grateful that peace arrives naturally in your presence. Tonight, gratitude quiets every lingering worry. I rest with clarity. My mind feels still. Father, I thank you for how you cradle me through this night. You are close, attentive and gentle. I am grateful that I do not need to remain alert or guarded. You invite me to trust you fully. Tonight, gratitude allows me to surrender awareness itself. I rest without resistance. I thank you for the deepening sense of calm that now surrounds me. My body feels heavier, relaxed, and ready for sleep. You created rest to feel this way. I am grateful for the safety of letting go. Tonight, gratitude supports this surrender. I rest peacefully. Lord, I thank you for your unwavering love that remains through every hour. Darkness does not diminish your presence. I am grateful that night is not empty but filled with you. You watch over me faithfully. Tonight, gratitude becomes my quiet assurance. I rest wrapped in your care. I thank you for this sacred pause before sleep fully takes me. Gratitude fills the final space of my awareness. I release myself into your hands completely. You are trustworthy in every way. Tonight, my heart remains thankful. I rest beneath your peace. My soul is calm. Lord, as I stand at the edge of sleep, I thank you for how gently you have led me here. My body feels heavy, not with burden, but with rest. The noise of the day has faded into quiet gratitude. I no longer feel the need to hold anything together. You have taken what I released and replaced it with peace. Tonight, I rest because you are in control. Gratitude steadies my final thought. I thank you for the sense of safety that now surrounds me completely. My heart no longer races, and my thoughts no longer wander. You have drawn me into calm waters. I am grateful that nothing threatens me in your presence. Fear loses its voice here. Tonight, gratitude becomes my shield. I rest without concern. Father, I thank you for the deep comfort settling into my spirit. It feels like being gently held without words. You remind me that I am secure and loved. I am grateful that comfort does not require explanation. Your nearness is enough. Tonight, gratitude deepens my sense of belonging. I rest feeling known. I thank you for the permission to stop thinking, planning, and analyzing. You invite me to simply rest without effort. My mind no longer needs to stay alert. I am grateful that rest is not wasted time. It is part of your design for my healing. Tonight, gratitude allows my thoughts to fade. I rest in surrender. Lord, I thank you for watching over my home as I sleep. Every room rests under your care. I am grateful for protection that does not depend on my awareness. You guard what I cannot. Tonight, gratitude replaces vigilance with trust. I rest knowing you are near. My heart is at ease. I thank you for the gentle slowing of my breath. Each inhale and exhale feels steady and calm. You designed my body to find rest this way. I am grateful for the simplicity of breathing without effort. Tonight, gratitude anchors me in this rhythm. I rest naturally. My body responds to peace. Father, I thank you for the quiet joy that now lingers in my heart. It is not loud or overwhelming. It is soft, steady, and reassuring. I am grateful that joy can exist even without excitement. Your presence alone brings contentment. Tonight, gratitude nurtures this quiet joy. I rest fulfilled. I thank you for the way you hold my dreams, both sleeping and waking. Even as my consciousness fades, you remain attentive. I am grateful that nothing about me slips from your care. You watch over every moment. Tonight, gratitude allows me to let go completely. I rest knowing you remain. Lord, I thank you for restoring balance within me. My emotions feel settled and aligned. You gently brought me back to center. I am grateful for this internal harmony. Tonight, gratitude supports emotional rest. I no longer carry the weight of the day. I rest peacefully. I thank you for the quiet confidence that tomorrow will be handled by you. I do not need to prepare or predict. You already stand in the future, waiting for me. I am grateful that my role tonight is simply to rest. Gratitude frees me from anticipation. I rest, trusting you fully. Father, I thank you for the sacredness of sleep itself. It is not emptiness, but restoration. You meet me even there. I am grateful that rest is an act of faith. Tonight, gratitude allows me to enter sleep without resistance. I rest willingly. My soul feels safe. I thank you for the gentle closing of my awareness. Thoughts drift away without urgency. You are the final presence I hold on to. I am grateful that I fall asleep in peace rather than tension. Tonight, gratitude guides me into rest. I rest without effort. Everything feels calm. Lord, I thank you for the quiet protection that surrounds my spirit. No fear follows me into sleep. You remain my refuge through every hour of night. I am grateful that darkness does not mean absence. You are fully present here. Tonight, gratitude strengthens my trust. I rest securely. I thank you for the assurance that I am deeply loved. Not because of today's actions, but because of your nature. This truth settles deeply within me. I am grateful that love does not sleep or fade. Tonight, gratitude rests in that certainty. I rest feeling valued. My heart is calm. Father, I thank you for the sense of completion this night brings. The day is finished, and it is enough. I release any lingering self-judgment. You accept me as I am. Tonight, gratitude closes the day gently. I rest without regret. Peace surrounds me. I thank you for the quiet covering of your presence. It feels like warmth without weight. You are close, attentive, and gentle. I am grateful that I am not alone, even now. Tonight, gratitude deepens my awareness of you. I rest beneath your care. Everything feels still. Lord, I thank you for being my final thought before sleep. Gratitude fills the last space of my waking mind. I place myself fully into your hands. You are faithful and good. Tonight, I rest completely. My heart remains thankful. My soul is at peace. I thank you for this night of rest and gratitude. Everything I am and everything I have belongs to you. I sleep knowing I am watched over and loved. There is nothing left to hold or fear. Tonight, gratitude becomes my closing prayer. I rest in you,